Hey pop culture overload fans, Jason the X here with another one of my BotCon haul reviews, and one of the things I was really glad to pick up, the Maketoys Battle Tanker add-on kit for your G2 Laser Prime. Really loved picking this thing up. It's just, it brings so much more to a figure that was a little lackluster, and just really excited about this one. Here's his packaging that he came in. It's just a simple white box, not much to it. You open it up, a little Velcro on the side, you get another piece of artwork inside of it, and clear plastic tray. There was also a little poster that came with it. I can't seem to find that right now. But the instructions for the guy, you might as well not even use them. They're not that great. But this is the Maketoys Battle Tanker, and this is just really just an awesome kit to add on to your G2 Laser Prime. As you can see, the trailer hitch works for it, and it's just a little post right there. And everything is contained in this trailer. Everything. You have no loose parts whatsoever. Now, as far as G2 Laser Prime here, we'll go ahead and get him transformed. I will say one thing about this guy, and it was a lot of... This is the version that came with the head that's very difficult to put on. And when I say very difficult to put on, it is a pain in the butt to get that thing on. I'm going to go ahead and leave his feet in there because you're going to leave them in there for transformation. We've all seen what the G2 Prime's transformation looks like. I'm just trying to hurry up and get through it so that I can go ahead and review and the wheels. Yes, those wheels. The wheels that plague me. And I'm probably spinning that the wrong way. There we go. Get that one up there. Now, I've already put the head on here, but let me tell you, it was... I was not going to use my United Prime for this, just because I'd heard all the stories about the head, and I noticed it was the one that had all the difficulty. So I figured, no, that's not going to happen. So, we got Prime going here, get the windows folded in, and fold it down, and there we go. And there's the new head, and I might be able to even zoom in on some of the... Yeah, if you look on the back, you can see a serious stress mark I put there. I thought I was going to break this thing. I had to boil it for way over the time that they say to boil it, but I was able to get it on, and it's a very snug fit. I don't think it's going to break the peg, but we'll see. But if you look at the head sculpt, I mean, that is really, really nice. You got a very, it's tons better than the one that Hasbro gave us. So, just very nice. Very pleased with this guy. Now the head looks a little big for his smallish body here, but I'll get to that soon. And some of you might be tempted to get rid of this thing, but don't. You still need it for a trailer hitch. Took mine into work one day and forgot this and was like, oh, I don't have a trailer hitch. So keep the sword. But as far as the tanker itself, you see these sides kind of twist around. Really a lot of detail here. Got this painted rims on the back. It looks very much like a tanker with this little sword piece. Well, it's going to become a sword piece. There's a view of it from the top. You've even got some clip points here. Little 3 millimeter clip points. Very nice. But first thing you want to do. Oh, also, you get this guy on top of changing out the head. You change out this waist piece by just unscrewing the screw right here, and you got this one with the 2 holes in it. Well, the holes are for this crotch piece here. I'll just go ahead and take off there. There are the fists. Here's where the legs are kept, but let me go ahead and pop that off. And the lower thighs fit right in there. You open it up. You got his blasters and his forearm pieces inside. And like I said, everything tucks away very nicely. Oh, also, since this is one of the first kits, he also came with this extra sword right there. I'm sure you know who that's for. That is for Mr. Drift here. And it fits very snugly in his hand. They widened it at the base so it could still fit in the scabbard behind his back. Much better than the rubbery plastic one that we got. It's all flexible. Let's see, fits right in there. So yeah. Also, for some reason, this sword, it comes out of the hilt. Not exactly sure what that's for, but you get another blade, exactly the same, no differences. So I guess if you break one, it does actually plug into the laser prime sword, but it doesn't look right. So we'll get that out of the way. Also, here's the hilt for the laser prime sword. Got a little translucent plastic there. Here's the sword itself. Nice big blade. And on the back here, that was sitting on the tanker, you have the actual hilt of the sword and the light up function. So, moving on. First thing you want to do is take this. These are the lower leg pieces that were on the bottom. Take those, spin them around. You want to take the curved side and put it on the side with the wheels. And it kind of snaps down in like that. And you got that little tab. Folds up into the folded up foot. And then that square piece. Kind of a pain in the butt to get in there. Come on. Get in there. Don't you peg in. Oh, just got to tilt it back a little bit. And then the other side, same thing. Fold down. Do-do, do-do. And just get in there. It's not getting in there. Still not as bad as Van's projects. And the big thing, there we go. So there you go. There you got these leg pieces that really sit them up a little bit higher. Of course, it looks kind of funny before you get all the other pieces on. I'll put my camera up a little bit. There we go. Now right here you have the blasters, and there's forearm pieces. They're just folded onto there. Just lower the tab and pull those off. Now behind that, go ahead and put the crotch plate on. Yeah, it just pegs in there, a little friction post. Get the fists on, and it's just a peg that goes inside of the hand of the original figure. So now it just looks like he's wearing two big boxing gloves. Now they could have done this where the forearm piece and the fists were all one piece, but I'm glad they didn't, because you still get a lot of posability out of this guy, and that was one appeal of this figure. The awesome posability on the guy. Alright, so moving right along, you have these little forearm pieces, and you have a clip point back here. You want to take this, clip it into the clip point, and that's the wrong arm. Yeah, it's the wrong arm. So clip that on. There we go. And there's a little tab right here that's going to fit right into a slot on the arm. Just want to rotate it up on that ball joint, and just can't seem to get that. There we go. And there we are. Do the same with the other side. Didn't say it was going to be a short review, folks. Should get you something to drink. Okay. And with that, that's pretty much the G2 Laser Prime with his new add-on kit from Maketoys, and I really dig it. Really nice. By the way, this review is brought to you by Roar & Sons Ugly Bug Black Lager, made here locally in Fort Worth. Well, I'm not in Fort Worth, but it's made in Fort Worth. Moving right along. Now that back piece that was on the tanker, just pull that off. Just a little wire here. And you just want to pin that back onto the tab there. Now with that you have this, like I say, this contains a light up feature. There's the backpack and there's your light. Not very bright. I mean, it's a little LED. Still nice. Plug that into the hilt here and plug the sword in. And like I said earlier, you can plug this other blade into it. I don't know why you would do it. Oh. See. But I just noticed something. It looks like I've scraped a little bit of the plastic away of this guy. And of this extra sword piece. That looks like translucent red plastic underneath there. That is definitely translucent red plastic. I wonder why they didn't just make this in red. Oh well. Interesting find there from my screwing it up from taking it to work or whatever I did. But anyway, after you get it on, you've got his G2 Prime sword. Now as we light it up, lights up the jewel in the hilt. Doesn't do much else for the blade. I've turned out the lights and tried to notice it doesn't really travel up well through here, but it's still pretty cool. You can fit that in either hand. And there you have it. I'm not too keen on the whole wire thing. Thinking about just clipping that off. And just forgoing the lighting feature. But anyway, you put that into his back pegs, round to those two posts, put the wire down, and close it up. There you go. Now he also comes with these very big honking blasters here, and they're very nice. I like this look. Kind of reminds me of Power Master Prime. But of course, we know G2 Prime came with kind of a double barrel blaster, but there you have it. Like I said, a lot of his posability is maintained. I like how he looks with just this big broadsword and the double barrel blaster. Really cool looking. Now, with this Prime, like with the original G2 Laser Prime, you can make the bottom half, the bottom half. You can make the trailer into a base. But I'm not going to show the base because that base mode is unofficial and it's not that great. It's just like this, a whole twisted around and facing forward. The real appeal of this, and the first thing you want to do, is take his backpack, pin it together, and bring it down like that. And that's going to hold this giant backpack, just missile attack platform thing. Yeah, I made that up. So anyway. These parts flip around, so you can now peg those guns into those sides. And you want to take this piece right here. If you look inside, there's a little rotation disc in there. Let's see if I can get that in the light. It's actually got an arrow on it. The arrow is usually down for trailer mode and up for big honking gun mode. So you want to take it and just twist it around right there at the base. Put the arrow up for butt kicking trailer. There you are. And inside the trailer are these little handles that he's going to be able to grab later on. Just bring those, bring them forward. Also, these pieces where the trailer hitch was, just slide those in. Okay, so, and I always have difficulty getting this guy in the right positioning to put this thing on. Like I said, the instructions are not very helpful, so you're kind of on your own. As you can see, it's got a ratchet point here and a hinge, so it's really posable. It's easy to get it in the right position. It's just getting it on him. I hear a cat over there. That part goes up. Now, just going to do this back piece comes down to give him a little bit of stability, but this part is just going to slide onto that little frame back here, like so. Voila! I brought the chest up when I did that. You're going to take it and just bring these forward. Place them in his hands. The handles, there we go. Hey, got it on the first try. Repeat the same for the other side. Come on, get in there, get in there. Grab the thing. Okay. And try to keep the backpack straight. Okay, so we got him sitting there. Bring the camera up a little bit just to get all this guy in frame. Oh, that's not supposed to be there anymore. What you have are these two extra pieces here. They attach to these little posts on the calf pieces, the calf extensions, to add even more missile pods. And you've also got this little flip down little sight on here. And even with all this on, he still retains a lot of posability just because of the way the flaps are in the back with all those hinges and twists. There you have it. G2 Laser Prime with his, oh, didn't leave that down. There we go. With his battle platform or backpack of death, of missile-y death. But that is it. That is, I'm really happy I picked up this kit. If you have a G2 Laser Prime, you want them to look a little bit better, I highly recommend it. There's still a lot of them floating around out there with the drift sword if you want that. If not, well, I guess you don't have to get the drift sword. But I'm very happy with this purchase. Oh, you can also peg the cannons back into here. I like to peg them up front. The instructions tell you to peg them on the back, but I like to peg them right up front. I think it looks a little bit better that way. Those legs just keep popping down. Here we go. The prop legs. This part I'm not too keen on with the sight. It's okay, I just not that great. Well, like I said, you can still get a lot of good posability out of this guy. Get those cannons up there for him to blast stuff. Really great. If you're on the fence about the Maketoys Battle Tanker, I hope this helped settle you a little bit, maybe. But if you have G2 Laser Prime, this guy, it's really, really great with the new add-on kit. But that's all I got for now, and until next time, Pop Culture Overload fans, I'll see you around.